Welcome back, everybody, to the Real Estate Talk Show, your source for all things real estate, and I think a heck of a lot more. I have here with me Emmanuel Belliveau and Maria Perketa, and they're with FLORO Home, and we're talking about Vegas because you were there. Now, we always say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but you're willing to divulge. You're willing to tell us what you found and what you experienced in Vegas.
Well, we won't name names. All right, we'll leave those out of it. Only innocents will be mentioned.
Go ahead, man.
Sure. No, Vegas was a fantastic experience. Obviously, KBIS was great. Fantastic stuff. Kohler had an amazing booth. I don't know what they spent. Probably, well over $1 million just on their booth.
Wow.
So, absolutely
So are
incredible.
these booths on steroids? I mean, we know
Yeah.
our trade shows and the different design shows, but this one is just like the show, correct?
Yeah, it's the show. They're capturing a lot of business. They're capturing a lot of people coming through. Of course, they're making a statement. It's January, so what's going to happen in 2015? They're establishing that up front.
Right.
So they're saying, hey, this is what we're going to promote this year. This is what we're going to market this year. And if you're going to buy from us now and get it started.
Now, Maria, talk as a designer perspective. Why is it important, going to a show like this? Is it something where it's just the curious, it's seeing what you'll have, in terms of choices, options? Because really what's there means it'll be manufactured. It'll be available to the public. So that clients are going to come to you and say, actually, I would like this. And nothing's worse if you don't know really what they're referring to.
Absolutely. For us, it's a huge learning experience.
Okay.
We need to always be aware of what's up and coming, and to be able to deal with our clients in providing them the latest and quality. And there's a lot of great product out there for 2015 going into 2016.
And these great products, in terms of, I know we talked a bit about the metal, Emmanuel, you're suggesting that they're now colored. You had suggested also that it's now softer, and it's how we're, applying them. It's really a way in which it creates a new look. And what is that look? If you were to describe it, Emmanuel, what would that be?
Oh, that's a good one. Well done. You got me stumped there for a quick second. I would say that we're
That's
seeing...
actually really hard to do. I'm just saying.
I love the gab. See, I'm buying time. See, I did that.
Yeah,
I'm buying time.
I
See
know
what
you
doing?
did. I'm well aware.
Let it run. What I would say is that we're seeing a real mix now. I mean, I think it's been heading this way, where it's been very polar opposite in that traditional's over here, modern's over there, and we keep them very separate in a lot of ways.
Are they merging?
And I see a lot of merging happening.
Exactly.
When it comes to like live edge was out for a while, so live edge material, so be a wood with a raw cut edge was really popular the last couple of years, and you see it more like a completely rustic bench. Now we're seeing it with chrome legs and really dressed up. We're seeing rough stone with chrome, or we're seeing chrome with something rough. So
Reclaim barn board,
Precious
but then having the
stone.
steel
Yeah.
legs.
Adding in some precious stone.
Yeah.
precious stones coming in.
Oh, is
So,
that right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
different
we're
things like
seeing
that.
a lot of that being intermixed with the woods and the rough edges. We're seeing a lot of fabric with leather, and the punch of color. So it's a great mix that we're really seeing, and it's exciting.
Yeah, see, because for you guys, I mean, you see it all, you do it all, and you're always being creative in your own right. But when you have the tools to allow you to actually do other things, it makes your job easier.
Yeah.
You have more options available to you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I have a feeling you would just go out and grab whatever anyways, Emmanuel, and just create it.
And try to make it, yeah.
And Maria, I know you're exactly the same. You're going to get it somehow, somewhere with whatever manufacturer, if it's in your mind and you know that this is what you want. But isn't it easier when it's actually already available?
Mm-hmm.
Well, absolutely. But it also allows us, what we're finding for 2015 is a lot of the manufacturers, if we're leaning towards the furniture, that there's a lot of customization. So we're able to offer our clients a lot more, and that makes it fun. So if we're in a tight space, we can maintain the structure of what the original designer designed for, let's say, a lounge chair or a sectional, but we can tweak it a little bit. We can add some personality into it.
And I would say just one thing to add to that too is we discovered that when you do go to Vegas, you see the different entry levels of costs for the furniture, right? And what's good is you can actually see the same design sense being applied at every price level. So it means to say that a client who has a certain budget can still attain a certain look that they're looking for at their budget. There's some things that are priced quite high, and that might be a very specific, if you want specific materials, you might not attain that at a lower level, but you're seeing companies come in with products for a higher end user and then for a lower end user while maintaining that same design language. So that's happening a lot. That being said, there was a lot of concern, there was a lot of discussion too in Vegas about about things being made in China. And so people, when it wasn't made in China, were very quick to say, "Oh, not made in China." So there's a bit of a conversation happening now about that, where people are actually looking for quality goods.
Now we're going to take a quick break, but I want to come back, Emmanuel, and talk to the fact that pricing. Maria made a great point, and that is there's customization. But people immediately, when they hear that word, they think, "Oh, cost skyrocket." So when we come back, let's talk a little bit more about
That'd be
that
awesome.
and what to expect in 2015. All right, everybody, we'll be right back. But remember, if you have questions, you might have questions for Emmanuel and Maria. Make sure you send them to us. Of course, realestatetalkshow.ca or our help desk anytime at 844-ASK-RETS. That's 844-ASK-RETS. We actually do get back to you. We'll be right back.